Hello there, welcome again. This is Juotca, your map modder and also your teacher. If you like my education content, feel free to watch them at my YouTube channel. And if you like my maps, I also create very beautiful maps. If you like them, also please drop a comment and also subscribe to support my work. So this is the next series of my map. I have flat map series. In the other video, there's a video showing what is there in my flat map series. Now, in this video, I'll talk about my big field series. There are only two big field maps that I've created. There is one for x16, very big, and there is the latest version which is 4x4, and this was requested by my fans and I decided to do this. They wanted big fields in a x4 map, not x16. Some enjoy farming in x16 for big field, but now some fans were really thinking that they have been left out because they love x4 map, so they wanted me to create a x4 map but for big field. Now I did that and it's gaining momentum. This is its version 1.1, so it means that it is still very young. I'll open it now. Because this is my latest map, from the review I decided to create this in a unique. There are things that are not in my flat map series that are here. Number one, the road system. I changed the road texture. I created this very smart road texture. This is very smart compared to the road textures in my other maps. All my other maps does not have this road texture except this x16, no, this x4 big field. So that is one thing. Number two is decorations. I have added decorations on my x4 map. This is not there in the other map. So you can see along the roads there are good flowers here, and when you get this you can see we have also flowers. So this is all over along the road. This is something else, something that has not been in my new map, my other maps. So through your comments, I decided to create this x4 big field map in a unique way. It is still very young, still improving in version 1.1. Another thing that is here which is not there, you can see it's closing the road, is the train. The train is only in this map. All my other map doesn't have train feature. So the train system is something I added here, which is on this map, which is my new map. So that is another new thing that you should enjoy in my big field x4 map. The other maps doesn't have train, this one have train. So you be warned, anytime the train is passing, the road will be closed. In case you are coming at a very high speed without noticing that, then you will hit the barrier, which will damage your vehicle. So there is railways, two railways line. There is one here which is for right outgoing train, and then to the left we have the incoming train. So there are two trains on this map, and be very careful. When they are crossing the road, the barrier will have to close that road. There is decoration on the bush, very nice, very good. All these areas we have the bush, there are trees as well. That is something that is unique. We have a place, or we can rather say an entrance to the field. All these are unique things I'm talking about that are not in any of my maps that I've released before. So I wanted to create big field x4 in a special way, or in a unique way, so that once I get reviews from my farmers, I can apply this to my older maps. So you can see that also the road is closed, no going, because the train has to pass. So the traffic on this my map understand that well. When the train is coming, they will just come and reach here and then stop and wait for the train to pass. So that is something that you have to add while creating the map, so that the traffic can sense if the road is closed for train. This is your simple home as usual. This is your silo. And yeah, that's it. Then every place there is a forest around the placeable area. That is something unique, not in my other maps. But there are no factories here, unfortunately, because it's still young. It's still a free map with everything but free. So you can see on number 17 here, it is just a flat area painted and decorated for you so that you can install your placeable factories. I know some love to put their own factories, build their own factories on the map. So that is why this map is gaining momentum. It's really gaining momentum because people are like, I'm very happy, there are free spaces, I can create my own factories, I don't need to depend on the factories that the map the factories that were loaded by the map. So that is something I'm getting from my fans. So by just understanding that, I think some of them doesn't want the factories to be installed so that they can build them themselves. So here in this map, the placeable areas are decorated. This is unique for this map, not in any of my other map. I mean my flat map series or my other big field, which is times 16. So that is something you should note. Another thing is there is a telephone. I think there is a decoration on the electric poles. That's also something I added. I don't know where I can show you. I don't know which direction am I. Okay, I think I'm in the right direction. Let me try this direction. I've just increased the speed of this guy. That is some mods outside there. There are people who are also good in making scripts. And they, in fact, somebody is really making me happy. Every time I release the map, he make a script of a script known as auto drive on my maps. So all my maps have auto drive scripts. Even this young map here has an auto drive script. So thank you to my fellow modder. I think that is very nice. Every time I release a map, a new map, he's there for me to create that script for the farmers. So you can see there are decorations on the electric poles. They're still not functional, but maybe with time I'll make them functional. Yeah, the traffic has seen me there. I'll just get out of that road so that they can pass. So what remains the same is the additional crops are still 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have not changed that. Anything I need to talk about? We have the rice field. The rice field is still here, but I've made them 4. So there are 4 areas where you can plant your rice. This time I can show you how to flood the field. So this is pump for field 1, pump for field 2, and the pump for field 3 and pump for field 4 with very nice decorations. I love the decoration which I just created here because I thought that I thought that it was necessary to be unique in my latest version of the map, which was requested by my fan. So if I buy this field like this, then I can flood the field. I just want to show you how the rice field work. So if you just press R, it will allow you to flood. So you can see water is pouring from the pump. Remember, for you to plant the rice, you must flood the field first. As you do this, make sure you have a rice sampling greenhouse. You grow them there, then carry the pallets, put them into the rice planter, come here when this particular field has been flooded, and then plant your rice. You can also flood this one at the same time. You don't need to wait for that. All these ones can be flooded at the same time. And we'll come back there, you will see there is water on the field after some time. So since you have bought this field, all of them are yours. And I've made sure that the pumps work very well. So once you have flooded the fields, there is also a source of water here. You can get your water to take to your animals from this particular area using your truck and so on. So let me see, this one has been flooded already. You can see water has started appearing on the field. I can increase time a little bit so that all of them will be flooded. I just increase the rate of the time. So when you increase the time, the flooding will stop, and you can see the pump will stop, but now your field has got water, now ready for rice planting. So more about rice planting you can Google online, and then you can do that. I've created a rice field for you, functional rice field for you, with a pump which is active once you buy the farmland. There are 4 of them. You come with your rice planter, you plant the rice here, you plant here as well, here also, and then here. Once you are done, you know what should be done. Anytime rice is growing, you have to make sure you keep the level of water high. Only the time you do harvesting, only during harvesting time is when you remove the water. You can do that from the pump. This pump can work in a reverse way. That's why you have this part and the other part. So if I press R, you can do empty. You can see water is getting out of that particular place. So you can do empty for you to harvest, or you can fill for you to plant. I hope that is okay. So that will empty the field. Let me increase the time and see if the water will disappear, because you need to empty the field before you can harvest. So if I increase the time, you see what happens? You see? And the field is dry. Correct. So you can do that, and then you can empty the field, or you can add water to the field. So the rice fields are functioning. That is something I've made here for you to enjoy. Alright. So this is still on early stages. I'll still improve it. Only one selling station is on this map. In the next update, I will add more so that you can sell your products conveniently. You don't need to come to one area every time. There is only one fuel station. Remember, this map is young, just few days old. One fuel station, you can come and recharge your vehicles here. Then there's open garage where you can fix your vehicles outside, or when you buy this land, you can fix them inside here. You can open the door and fix them inside there. There is also shop for buying your vehicles here. You can buy your vehicles on this shop. You can see. So that is something that you should also say that you can do. I think that is fine. Alright. More will come depending on your comments, so I'll improve this based on your comment, but make sure, I think you take a note that this map look different from my other maps, from the load system to the decorations and so on. Otherwise, continue to enjoy in my flat map series as well as my big field series. So big field are 2, the one I'm showing here, which is ×4, and the other one, which is ×16. So if I exit, I don't know whether the recording will stop. If I quit the game, still continue to record, I could have, I think I would like to load the ×16 big field so that you see it in just 1 minute. So Juotca big field ×16 is in version 4. So let me just load it. It can take time. That is a big, very, very big field, huge field. And it is ×16 map, so it requires high resources. So it's your RAM 32, at least 32 GB of RAM, and also stronger CPU and the NVIDIA for you to upload to load this map. Some will say it load up to somewhere, stop, load up to somewhere, crashed. If you see something like that, maybe your computer is out of the memory. Like if you have less than 32 GB RAM, then the big fields or ×16 map will be really a challenge in FS25. So you see mine has loaded to 100%. Some will say it's stuck there, compiling shaders and then crash. But that because of it is out of memory. So if your computer is less than 32 GB of RAM, then please just maybe I recommend 4 times map for you. You can see mine load without any problem, and the start button is there because mine is 32 GB of RAM, so it doesn't have problem with handling 16 times map. So if I click start, this is how it look. This is also an empty map for you so that you can place things by yourself, but with very big field. So in that other map, big field, the biggest field there was around, it was how many hectares? Around 200 and something hectares. But here, if I click on it, you can, on this one, you can see 1,652 hectares. My friend, if you want to plant crop here or harvest, you'll take days, real days, not game days, real days. You can take 3 days or 4 days before you can finish this. So if you love working on huge farms, then Juotca have you on board. You can have this one. The smallest field here, you can see it looks small, but it is 167 hectares. It appears small, but it is 241 hectares because this is a very big field. From one end to this, from this end to this is 8 kilometers. From this end to the other end is 8 kilometers. So it's very big. That is 64 square kilometers. I didn't want to maybe talk much about this. I've talked about the big field. So simply know that in big fields, I have 2 maps. In flat maps, I have created 3 maps, times 2, times 4, and times 16. Feel free to farm on them. Any comment, please drop it on my YouTube. If you are a fan of my education content, also feel free to drop a comment on a way I can improve, or if you love it, you can also drop your comment. And please stay tuned and subscribe to support my YouTube channel. Thank you.